A shocking crime on Maui. Authorities say 2 visitors were carjacked at gunpoint, robbed, and then hunted as they ran, hid, and hiked for their lives to the top of Haleakala. Gina Mangieri is always investigating.
It's an ordeal authorities did not reveal publicly until KHON2 started asking questions. Now the victims are speaking out to warn others about danger on Maui.
Alex and Justina Lucero headed to the Valley Isle earlier this month for what promised to be the perfect work trip for these 2 full-time musicians from California. 2 corporate gigs with a free day in between for the road to Hana.
We went to the state park. We went on a couple trails on the bamboo forest. We walked to a few waterfalls.
Got some chicken.
They were living it up, tourist style, in a silver Mustang convertible, warmly welcomed at every stop.
We had a couple people that we had ran into that said that we should go to where the black sand beach is and walk into the waterfall towards the end of the road to Hana.
As night approached, time to go, GPS sending them the Kaupo Way. They noticed a road closed sign along the way, pushed off to the side.
So you were allowed to go through, and we were told earlier that day by some local, yeah, you can go all the way through now. The road used to be closed, but it's not anymore.
So when a truck pulled out of a driveway just after they passed, they were ready to be courteous visitors.
I pulled off kind of on the side of the road. I waved him on. I even gave him a wave, hey, go ahead, no worries here. And he drove off.
Minutes later, they come around a blind curve, and a truck is now coming back toward them, then stopping in a pinch point on a road only wide enough for 1 vehicle.
He jumps out and comes right at us with the gun and stops us in the middle of the street.
He had a mask like this, like a scarf. He had a hood, a sweatshirt on with all black, everything he was wearing.
They did what he told them to, phones left behind as commanded, and set off on foot back toward Hana, hearts pounding. They hear a car start behind them, and now a choice. Stay on the road they're being chased on, head toward the water, or head uphill, that hill being Haleakala. They hop a guardrail and hide behind boulders in the nick of time.
He's yelling for us to show ourselves.
Yeah, I'll find you.
I'll find you.
And at some point he counts down from, I don't know if it was 10 or...
I heard him at 5, so I don't know where he started.
Count down from 10 or count down from 5. And at the end of it, he shot the gun off. And so
at that point, we knew it was loaded. We knew he meant business.
As dusk turned to dark, they'd dart when they could, up and hide again, up and hide again. They can see from afar a white multi-passenger van with a taxi sign approach and think, could this be an option for help? Turns out that van was there to help their assailant, and more were on the way.
One of those times that we took a break, we noticed that there was a 3rd vehicle.
They can see all 3 vehicles pacing the same stretch of road, getting out with flashlights, even putting a drone in the sky.
And then when we saw the drone go up with the searchlight, that was that second feeling of terror that we have to hide again.
Their terror grew darker than the night that surrounded them.
This feeling of being hunted and not knowing the extent of
what they would do.
Yeah, what they would do, what they wanted, and who he had at his fingertips to help.
As their escape took them higher, the air grew colder. They press on throughout the night and past the dawn. More than a full day since they'd left on the road to Hana, they came back on a road through hell.
It's like the worst home stretch ever.
We were struggling.
Over a ridgeline at the mountaintop, a big white structure. They'd made it to the top of Haleakala National Park. A national park ranger is sent to their rescue. Police, ambulance, hospital come next. Law enforcement tracking down their tormentor. Police arrested Christopher Helmer the following week, picked up at first on warrants for a separate kidnapping and terrorist threatening indictment from last month. The Luceros say they were told he was caught in the silver Mustang. Helmer is in custody. On Friday was indicted for robbery, firearms, car theft, and drug charges in connection with the Luceros carjacking. Maui prosecutor Andrew Martin tells KHON2 his victims have endured harrowing experiences, and we look forward to bringing him to justice. Police said, with Helmer in custody, we want to reassure our residents and visitors that they can take comfort in knowing that this individual is no longer a threat to public safety.
We almost didn't make it home, and that our lives are forever changed now.
Yeah.
After what has happened, and we're lucky to have gotten through it together, but this could have gone so many other ways.
Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, always investigating.